Exhausted from your long journey in the heat, you knock on the heavy, wooden doors of the International Riding Academy. It seems like a whole year, but, finally, the butler answers.
I've been awaiting your arrival. Your instructor said you would be coming. Welcome back. I was surprised when the master told me you lost your library card and need to borrow his again. Guard it well this time. I shall fetch you a cold drink.
When the butler disappeared into one of the many rooms that connected to the grand hall, you reach into your shirt pocket and pull out a little pony that fits in the palm of your hand. Are you okay, Knickers?
I feel so hot and exhausted. I need my magic coats.
The little pony replied in a whisper of a voice. Don't worry, Knickers, I see that darn cat. You tuck him back into your pocket and seek out the sleeping cat. Along your way, you notice several portraits hanging on the wall. You find the cat sleeping on a couch. Carefully nestled between his front paws is Knickers' magic oats. Slipping them out without waking the old, lazy cat, you take the magic oats. Here, Knickers, eat.
I feel much better now.
He shook himself off and then something funny happened. Knickers started to grow, not a lot, but just enough to tell a difference.
I feel so drained of all my color. Will you color me?
Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
Knickers, you look wonderful. You even got some color back. You tell Knickers as you make your way to the library.
I sure do. I shall try to stay this way.
Knickers whinnied with excitement. Let's find the library. The two of you travel down the darkened hallway until you see a door that has "Enter at your own risk" scrawled on it. You push the squeaky door open to see the librarian staring at you.
Do you have a library card?
You hand over the borrowed card.
Well, this is obviously not your card. It is expired. You must be pretty special to have this card, so I will make you a new one. Until then, you can only browse this section.
You pick up a book that shows many pictures of the United States cavalry when the Army helped tame the Wild West. If you were in the Army, you may have to fight in a war and help uphold the peace from the back of a horse. Police, or the sheriff and his deputies, rode horses to catch the bad guys. In Canada, the police are still called the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Draw a picture of yourself as either in the cavalry or as a mounted officer. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Another book explained all about the Indians who were in North America before the settlers came. Once the Spanish conquistadors came, horses escaped and roamed the countryside. They are called mustangs. Many native people rode these horses. Look up more pictures and information on their culture and how they rode. What is so special and important about the way they rode their horses? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Famous Horses. When you finished reading the books, you notice another book on famous horses in television. Here are some names of famous fictional horses. Mr. Ed. Silver, who was Lone Ranger's horse. Scout, who was Tonto's horse. Tornado, who was Zorro's horse. Can you think of any more famous television horses? Or even other horses from these television series? Draw a picture about your favorite famous TV horse. Describe your picture. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Vocabulary Word Search. Let us start with learning some vocabulary and find the bold words in the puzzle below. A foal is a baby horse or pony. A colt is a male foal. A filly is a female foal. A weanling is a colt or filly that is several months old and is weaned. A yearling is a colt or filly who is 1 year old. A sire is the baby's father. A dam is the baby's mother.
It looks as though the words are forward, backward, up and down. Use the leftover letters to fill in the blanks. The words are never repeated within words, such as male and female.
Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 5, Activity. There is no quiz for this unit, however, there is a quest that will take 1 year to complete. The Academy would like to support all equine and equestrian authors. The International Writing Academy's Equestrian Challenge is a contest to see how many books you can read in 1 year. The year starts with September 1st and lasts until August 31st of the following year, much the same as the school year. Your quest is to read as many horse-related books as you can, and record the number. At the end of the year, email the office with your number. It will be recorded on your certificate. Have fun and dive into a good book, learn about horses and see what adventures you will go on. That is why the library door has the sign, "Enter at your own risk," written on it.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt, but I want to let you know that your library card is ready.
The butler announced. Come on, Knickers. With our library card we will be able to enter the library now, you tell the small pony as he hops into your shirt pocket. Once past the library doors you see rows and rows of books. There was even a balcony for the upper-level books. Huge windows draped the ceiling, allowing in light, making it a little less dark and scary. In the middle of the room was an ornate bookcase encased in glass. It held even more artifacts from the master's journeys. So many books took your breath away. Not sure where to begin, you try to go up the staircase to get to the second floor, but it is locked by a small gate. The librarian tells you that in order to use the upper wings of the library, you need to use a computer to enter your secret access code and the gate will unlock. Instead you look around the main floor of the library. You and Knickers begin scanning book titles and thumbing through the pages of any interesting books. Lord Chancellor Spersenimore's journal must be here somewhere, you think out loud.
Maybe it's in that fancy bookcase?
Knickers whispers. The two of you stroll over to the enlightened bookcase. There were dozens of drawings, scrolls, figurines, books and even a model of a horse skeleton. On the very bottom shelf, tucked away in the deepest corner was a wooden box. It looked like it was hand-carved and had a burnished gold latch. As you undo the latch the lights flicker in the library. Pausing a moment until the lights stay on, you open the box. A few moths flutter out. Inside the box was an old book. You carefully take it out and blow the dust off. On the front, carved into the leather were the initials, LCS.
We found it.
Knickers said delighted.
This must be Lord Chancellor Spersenimore's secret journal.
You look inside and read chapter 1. Outside the sky was growing dark.
Library's closing in 15 minutes.
The librarian said. Knickers, we should try and make some notes.
Read the introduction, chapter 1 and 2 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and then when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Label the horse's parts. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, More Parts. Look up how to measure a horse. Take the total number of inches and divide by 4. Find the number of leftover inches. Say the hash hands and then the hash of inches left over. For example, a horse stands 62 inches high. Divide 62 by 4 equals 15 with 2 inches left over. Therefore the horse is said to be 15 hands high or 15.2. We do not use decimals to describe a horse's height. How tall is your horse? If you were a horse, how tall would you be? How many hands high is your parent or riding coach? How tall are you pets or your largest, stuffed teddy bear? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Awesome Anatomy. Mystery Anatomy, what parts are these? Fill in the blanks. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Activity. Color the horse following the guidelines listed below. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
Hold still, Knickers, while I see if I can name your parts. You tell the little pony as you start poke him. He giggled.
No, no. I'm far too ticklish. Go and use a real horse for that.
Use your horse and put a sticker on all of the parts you know. Be sure to take the stickers off when you are done. Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. It would be disastrous to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 2. Color in the dot for the correct answer. Use your reference book to find the answers. Be sure to fill in the rest of the form before sending it in. The quiz sheet is in the back of this book. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill in the dot on the sheet. Question number 1. What is part number 1? Is it A, hoof, or B, shoulder, or C, neck, or D, head? Question number 2. What is part number 2? Is it A, ear, or B, neck, or C, shoulder, or D, head? Question number 3. What is part number 3? Is it A, barrel, or B, neck, or C, shoulder, or D, body? Question number 4. What is part number 4? Is it A, croup, or B, wither, or C, neck, or D, tail? Question number 5. What is part number 5? Is it A, hoof, or B, foot, or C, dock, or D, cannon? That is all for this unit. When you are ready, go on to Unit 3.
The wind howled outside, causing the trees to tremble. The cat was curled up in a ball and sleeping soundly when unexpectedly, there was a loud, piercing whistle coming from somewhere close by outside. The cat screeched and ran from the room. The whistle grew louder and shook the library shelves, rattling all of the books.
What was that?
The librarian yelled. The butler burst into the room.
It's the professor's machine. He can't stop it and I think it will explode.
Knickers jumps into your shirt pocket and the two of you run outside. The terrible noise was coming from the laboratory. The professor scrambled like mad, adjusting levels, releasing throttles and checking gauges. The laboratory was full of clutter. There were books and papers scattered everywhere. Professor, are you okay? You holler out, covering your ears. He was so busy making adjustments that he didn't hear you. The machine was very interesting with all kinds of buttons, nozzles and instrument gauges. One of the gauge's needles was pointing to a red area and a little light saying danger was flashing on and off. You reach out to hit the off switch, but suddenly the professor was beside you.
Don't touch anything.
The professor warned.
This dreaded wind is wrecking everything, and she could blow at any time.
The professor ambled through switches and gears as you backed away as fast as you could. Within seconds there was a small explosion, and some of the machine's parts fell off. But at least the machine stopped its shrill noise.
That will do for now.
The professor started scrambling around the laboratory trying to gather his papers. You jump up immediately and start grabbing papers to take them into the back room, where it was safe.
I don't remember you, but I need your help. I can't lose all my important papers. You need to organize the papers for me. Just don't go in the front room or touch anything else.
The professor warned and then hurried out to put the machine back together. You begin thumbing through the books and papers, stacking everything in neat little piles. The wind continued to howl and blow things over outside. The professor's angry comments droned in the wind. Guessing he would be quite busy, you get comfortable in a chair next to a lamp and take a little time to read some of his notes.
Read Chapter 3 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Put these breeds of horses into the correct category. Shetland, Arabian, Percheron, Clydesdale, Welsh, Thoroughbred, Quarter Horse, Shire, and Miniature Horse. Categories are types of light horses, types of heavy horses, and types of ponies. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Colors. Match these definitions with the right color. Color definitions are: 1. Golden color with light mane and tail. 2. Stripe on back, shoulder, and legs. 3. White hairs mixed in. 4. All black. 5. The darkest gray. 6. Gray that has red flecks. 7. Gray that has round, white spots. 8. A chocolate-colored horse. 9. A reddish-brown horse with black points. 10. A reddish copper-colored horse. 11. Black and white hairs mixed make what color? 12. Cream color and black points. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Markings. Draw these markings. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Activity, Your Own Color Chart. Color knickers in the following color patterns. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Colors help define the horse, and there are many different breeds to study. It would be crazy to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 3. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill at the dot on your sheet. Question number 6. A face with the marking on the nose is called a what? A star. B snip. C blaze. D stripe. Question number 7. A face with the marking on the forehead is called a what? A star. B snip. C blaze. D stripe. Question number 8. A face with a wide, white marking is called a what? A star. B snip. C blaze. D stripe. Question number 9. A horse with a mixture of colored and white hair is called? A roan. B buckskin. C gray. D chestnut. Question number 10. A marking below the fetlock joint is called a what? A leg. B stacking. C pastern. D fetlock.
You jumped a little when the professor came into the office yelling,
That farrier has always taken my tools. I'm too angry to talk to him, and I cannot fix my machine without my tool. Go and tell him I want it back. The tool I want looks like this.
The professor's face turned red with anger and he was about to storm out. He pointed to a diagram on the wall, and then he stormed out of the office. Quest. You must keep an eye out for the professor's lost tool. You can find it somewhere in this book. The professor will need this tool to try and power the machine in the secret Unit 13. Clenching the journal in your hand, you walk outside and thankfully the rain is letting up a bit. You make your way over to the little building with the word farrier written on it. The farrier was standing outside the little, old shed. He wore a leather apron that stored tools in his pockets. He was busy hammering shoes on a horse when you came up and introduced yourself.
Happy to see you.
He said while pounding another nail.
There's not much time to talk and it's getting far too hot to be working with the fire in the forge. I got to find some shoes scattered around the shop. Be careful, you should know what you are doing before coming into my shop.
He went back to hammering the nails and the horse quietly stood beside him. You should do some studying before helping the farrier.
Read Chapter 4 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Color the hoof as said. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Under the hoof. What number is the correct part of the hoof? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Meet the farrier. Answer the questions below. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Activity. How many horseshoes can you find in the picture? Circle each one. Also, can you find the farrier's tools? He needs the hammer, nippers and rasp. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Practical activity. Have an instructor or a farrier show you how to pick up a hoof and clean it out properly.
Thanks for your help.
The farrier smiled and shook your hand.
If there is anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Thinking now was a good time to ask the farrier about the professor's tool. You ask him for it, but the reply wasn't quite what you were expecting.
I never took no tool.
He said angrily.
That professor, he's always blaming me for his forgetfulness. He leaves his tools all over the estate, and never remembers where he left anything.
It's okay. You tell him. Trying to calm him down, I will check over there in the stables. The farrier grumbled and went back to work forging new shoes in the blazing hot fire.
You tell that professor, if I find his tools I will nail them up and make Nickers some new shoes.
Knickers whinnied happily from inside your pocket. Waving your hand you turn and head towards the stables. In the middle of the pathways around the estate was a large ring of sand. Not sure what it was for, you decide to crawl through the fence and investigate the sandy area. You kick up the sand. That was when you notice something odd laying in the sand.
Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. No hoof, no horse. That means if the horse's hoof or hooves are bad they cannot move or be ridden. It would be disastrous to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 4. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill out the dot on your sheet. Question number 11. Part 1 is called A frog. B bar. C white line. D sole. Question number 12. Part 2 is called A frog. B bar. C heel. D sole. Question number 13. Part 5 is called A frog. B bar. C white line. D sole. Question number 14. Part 6 is called A frog. B bar. C white line. D sole. Question number 15. Part 7 is called A shell. B shoe. C hoof wall. D hoof line. You are finished Unit 4. When you are ready, go on to Unit 5.
You reached down to pick up the strange glowing object. It was a colored crystal. A man called out to you from the tack room, so you quickly hide the crystal in your pocket.
Who are you? Never mind. If you are here to help, you best come inside. I need all of these saddles cleaned, oiled and polished. Then you have to wash all of the saddle pads. Can't have the horses chafing, you know,
said the older man with dark skin and a cowboy hat. I actually came to find a tool for the professor. Have you seen it?
Don't have time for the professor and his lost tools. This dusty wind can do a lot of damage to the tack. Best to care for it. Help me out, then maybe I'll help you out,
he said, shoving a saddle in your arms.
Read Chapter 5 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Western saddle. The Western saddle was designed to help make cowboys more comfortable in the saddle when they had to ride all day. The horn is used for tying a rope to. Match the words to the Western saddle parts. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Which of these is a Western cinch? Which are English girths? What is the difference with the buckles?
A dressage girth is shorter than an all-purpose girth.
English saddle. The English saddle is a flat saddle used in many different forms of riding, like jumping, eventing, dressage, and racing. Match the words to the English saddle parts. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Bridles and Bits. Color the bridles according to color. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Bits. Draw a line from the bit to its correct name. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Match these cave essence to their correct name. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Tack and Care. Mystery tack. Label the following pieces of mysterious tack. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Order how to clean your tack. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4. Practical activity.
We've come for your tack!
Tack attack. Evil germs and dust bunnies are gnawing away at your tack. Your quest, should you choose to accept it, is to clean your tack. This book will self-destruct if you do not. If you do not want to clean your tack alone, why not invite a friend over or a whole bunch of friends and have a tack cleaning party? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Not knowing tack is like not knowing about bait when going fishing. It would be pointless to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 5. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill out the dot on your sheet. Label the tack. Question number 16. What is number 5 called? A. Rope. B. Rein. C. Bit. D. Throat latch. Question number 17. What is number 1 called? A. Crown piece. B. Top piece. C. Collar piece. D. Keeper. Question number 18. What is number 4 called? A. Crown piece. B. Top piece. C. Bit. D. No name. Question number 19. What is number 3 called? A. Seat. B. Saddle. C. Suit. D. None of the above. Question number 20. What is number 7 called? I. Seat. B. Fender. C. Candle. D. Stirrup iron. Good job. When you are ready, go on to Unit 6.
You traveled back to the feed shed. The wind was really starting to howl now, and by the time you got to the building, your ears were ringing from the noisy wind. Glad to be inside, you slammed the big door shut, locking out the incessant wind. Groping in the dark for a light switch, you finally flick on the light. A cat hissed and went leaping over the bags of feed and into the hay bales stacked up high.
If I were a dog, I'd chase that cat.
Knickers whinnied from your pocket.
But something smells really good in here.
Are you hungry, Knickers? You set him down in front of some lush, green alfalfa hay. Glancing around the place, you notice some interesting posters on the wall.
Read Chapter 6 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Scrambled oats. Unscramble these words to name a type of feed. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Feed. Can you find out what food each horse likes to eat? Follow the lines and write your answers on the next page. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Feed Management. Fill in the blanks with the following words. The statements are: 1. Feed what? And often. 2. Feed plenty of what? Food every day. 3. Horses should have plenty of clean, fresh what? Available at all times. 4. Feed a treat, succulent, every day, such as a what? Or an what? 5. Do not feed lots of what? 6. Soak beet what? Before feeding it to horses. 7. Keep feed dishes and buckets what? 8. Make sure to what? Enough. 9. Do not make what? Changes. 10. A horse needs about how many gallons of water every day? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity. Do up a feed schedule for your horse. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. How much does your horse's feed cost? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
Hey, Knickers, look. It's a recipe for some magic oat cookies. Maybe we should make some in case you need some again. I can't wait, but oh, no, he said, pointing at the card. Well, let's make some anyways. Maybe we'll find the magic ingredient later on. After mixing the cookies, you put some away in a little bag and put it in your pocket. Just as you turn to leave, you notice something sticking out from behind one of the posters. It was a secret map in the forest. It led to a colored circle in the middle of the map. What could this mean? It's piqued your curiosity. Maybe the stable hand knows about the forest trails.
Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Knowing how to properly feed a horse will help him be happier, healthier, and you can decrease the chances of sickness. It could be devastating to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 6. It is true or false. Choose the best answer and fill at the dot on your sheet. Question number 21. Keep buckets and pails clean. A true. B false. Question number 22. Oats are not good for horses. A true. B false. Question number 23. Potatoes and onions are toxic to horses. A true. B false. Question number 24. Horses need food and water. A true. B false. Question number 25. Corn can be given to horses. A true. B false.
Glad you made it back from the feed shed. This wind is getting dangerous.
The stable hand hollered.
Now help me get these horses inside where we can keep them out of flying debris outside. Oh, and make sure everyone is safe in the stables and out in the pastures.
Read Chapter 7 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Fill in the blanks with the following words. All horses need what? They need a safe what? That is big enough to run around in. There should not be any what? Or obstacles that a horse could get hurt on. A safe, strong what? Is very important to keeping a horse. A horse needs plenty of clean, fresh what? And what? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Shelters versus stalls. Draw a line to what each protects horses from. Hint, some may go to both the shelter and the stall. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Stables. Mystery stalls. Read the clues and fill in every square with a or a to find out which horse likes which stall, which bedding, and how they are watered. Each option can be used only once. Detective clues. Clue 1, Star will not drink from a water pail. Clue 2, the horse who drinks from an electric water bowl lives in the stall with the wood shavings for bedding. Clue 3, straw is used for bedding in the box stall only. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Keeping a horse in a stall has its good points and bad points. Decide on each point and draw a line to whether it is good or bad, press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. What is wrong with the pictures below? One thing in each picture. Hint: check the stall to see what things it must have and then you can figure out what it is missing. Note: a horse needs only one way of being fed and watered. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Management. Someone messed with the barn sign. Fill it in so everyone will know what to do. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. What does your horse do during the day? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity, Box Stalls. Look in each set of boxes. What stall cleaning tool is missing? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
You managed to get all of the horses inside and to keep them safe. Everyone was fed and watered, except one horse did not want to eat or drink. Instead, he hung his head and stood very still, not wanting to move.
He looks sick.
Nicker's worried.
He sure does. Take him over to the health center and I will tend to the rest of the chores.
There's no time for questions now. You decide to rush the horse over to the health center and come back later.
Stall card. If you are going to do any traveling or board your horse at someone else's facility, you may want to make a stall card for your horse. This information is important because it lets anyone know all of the important facts about your horse. You may fill out this form and use this form for your horse at your next event. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. It could be detrimental to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 7. It is true or false. Choose the best answer and fill out the dot on your sheet. Question number 26. A shelter does not protect the horse from bugs. A true. B false. Question number 27. A shelter protects the horse from sun. A true. B false. Question number 28. Horses must be checked once a month. A true. B false. Question number 29. Two types of stalls are box and square. A true. B false. Question number 30. Two types of bedding are wood shavings and straw. A true. B false. You are done the unit. When you are ready, go on to Unit 8.
You took the sick gelding over to the health center.
Oh, the poor horse. He looks like his happiness level went down too far.
The veterinarian said as she surveyed the sick horse.
Let's doctor him up and get him happy again.
You stick around to help the sick horse.
Read Chapter 8 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Prevention means helping to keep your horse healthy. Are the following ways good ways of prevention? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Sick or healthy? Put a check mark if the sign means the horse is healthy. Put an X if the sign means the horse is sick or hurt. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Ailments. How can you tell if your horse has colic? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Draw a line from the types of wounds to the possible cause. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. If a horse is limping, he may be called lame. Circle 1. If the horse is limping with his head low, which leg is sore? Front or back? If the horse is limping with his head high, which leg is sore? Front or back? press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Medicine. What does TPR stand for? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Knowing your horse's average TPR is very important. To find the horse's average, take it 7 times different days, record it here and then calculate the average. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. A vet is a doctor for animals. Vet is short for veterinarian. The vet will check on your horse's health, give needles, give medicine and even operate if necessary. Should you call a veterinarian? Circle 1. If the horse is sleeping? Yes or no. If there is an emergency? Yes or no. If the horse runs away? Yes or no. If the horse is in distress? Yes or no. If the horse is suffering? Yes or no. If you know what to do? Yes or no. It is a good idea to have your veterinarian's name and number handy in case of an emergency. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity. What chaos! The horses did not want to get a needle and broke out of the stalls. Follow their tracks and bring them back to the health clinic. It looks as though the herd split up. Bring back all the horses to health clinic. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
There, he should feel better by morning.
The vet replied with a brilliant smile.
You shouldn't have any more worries. So you're the new apprentice, huh? Glad to formally meet you. If you have any problems, just bring him back to me right away.
Okay, you tell her politely, glancing through the window, where you could see the forest. A strange glow was coming through the trees.
There's magic out there, you know.
She smiled. Maybe you could help me with the map I found, you said as you pulled out the folded paper. She said as she stared intently at it.
I think I've seen it before in the library. If you have a library card, you should check it out there.
Then she disappeared into the back room.
Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Understanding sickness and knowing how to prevent sickness is not only beneficial to a thankful horse, but also will save you money in vet bills. It would be tragic to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 8. It is true or false. Choose the best answer and fill at the dot on your sheet. Question number 31. A long, shaggy coat helps the horse stay cool. A true. B false. Question number 32. Veterinarians are human doctors. A true. B false. Question number 33. A sign of good health is a shiny coat. A true. B false. Question number 34. Help keep your horse healthy by taking care of him. A true. B false. Question number 35. A lame horse has a sore leg. A true. B false.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt, but I wanted to let you know a letter came for you today.
The butler announced.
I think it may be important.
You open the letter. March 1899. Apprentice. By the time this letter arrives, I will be gone. I have been summoned by the Queen to do an important quest. Do not let my departure stop your apprenticeship. Quite the contrary, you see. Your next quest has already begun. A worthy apprentice knows his hippology in and out. I expect no less of you. Trust no one. Do not leave your work unattended and guard it with your life. There are many out there who wish to take this information for themselves. They twist it until the truth is no longer there. This has caused a rift in the timeline and we must be careful about the future of the horse. There are not many out there who seek the good of the horse. Keep this ancient knowledge only for other like-minded souls. My dear friend, Podajski, said, we must live for the school. offer our lives to it. Then, perhaps, little by little, the light will grow from the tiny candle we keep lit here, and the great art of the Ote coal will not be snuffed out. He couldn't have been more correct. And so I leave you with this quest. Prepare your own lecture on a topic of hippology and present it to the others. I trust you will challenge yourself. You must prepare the 1 to 3 minute presentation using different visual media, such as posters, diagrams, video, photos, models and other visual aids. Videotape your speech and either upload it to the internet or put it on CD/DVD and send it in for me to view and comment on. Choose from these topics to study and discuss. 1. Breed of horse that you have not studied before. 2. Discipline, riding discipline in great detail. 3. Arts and crafts, are you itching to get your hands on some art supplies? 4. Authored, for the young horse lover who is filled with stories of their own. 5. Musical, such as drill, part of etc. 6. Clinic or event, want to get out of the stall and explore the wonderful world of equestrian around you. 7. Driving, don't have your vehicle license? Learn to drive horse and cart instead. 8. Therapy, want to help others who are struggling to ride. 9. Tack, are you a crafty person who wants to try making some kind of tack? 10. Architecture, are you a building, aspiring to build something horse related? 11. Farrier, are you the kind who wants to care for horses from the hoof up? 12. Vet, or do you want to make sure all horses are happy and healthy? 13. Coach, are you desiring to teach others to ride? 14. Trainer, are you excited to get training horses to do something new? 15. Agility, an obstacle course for horses? 16. Equine mystery, you decide and surprise me. P.S. I am afraid there is no workbook for you and you are all on your own for this project. Put your thinking cap on and make me proud, young apprentice. Your information will be guarded in the Academy's vaults of knowledge in the library's secret wing. Lord Chancellor Spursnamore.
You are done the unit. When you are ready, go on to Unit 9.
You slowly walk the horse back to the stables. The wind was slowing you down as you had to brace with every step. Once inside the stables, you put the horse back in his stall. He started nibbling on some hay. The stable hand was nowhere to be seen. Peeking outside the stables, you see a light on in the lounge. Walking slowly up to the rider's lounge, you enter through the front door. The room was dimly lit, but nice and warm. There were several couches by a toasty fireplace. Knickers hopped to the ground and promptly shook himself off like a dog. You glance around the walls and notice several signs and an interesting letter on a small table by the door.
Who is there?
An elderly cowboy came around the corner.
Oh, you must be the new apprentice.
He noticed I had read the letter.
Oh, that. They always send those out. They want the professor to stop his experiments. But that will never happen. No, of course not. Without his inventions, we would not know what Knickers was saying.
He hobbled over to pet the little guy. What do you mean? You question.
Have a seat.
The old coach offered.
Stay and I will tell you about it.
The coach went on to describe how the professor was trying to create a machine to enlarge Knickers to the size of a regular horse. However, the machine enlarged Knickers' brain instead. Now the little horse could communicate and learn. The professor is still working on a machine so Knickers can find his family again.
We just don't have the heart to tell him.
The coach stopped talking abruptly.
What the heck was I talking about again?
You were about to tell him, when he slapped his knee and continued.
That's right. So you are the new apprentice, and I need to teach you a few things.
And the wise, old coach continued on.
Read chapter 9 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Horse Master Splitch. Your name goes here, promise to treat all horses and other horse people with respect and kindness. I will practice safety and responsibility around horses and horse people at all times. I will be dependable and trustworthy. I will set an example for other horse people to follow. Color in the horse's vision zones. Who are in the safe zone? Circle who is in the danger zone. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Fill in the blank using these words. Each word is used once. Cross it out after you have used it. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Circle some things you should not go riding with. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Apparel. Are these riders ready to ride? If not, explain why. Look in your reference book for proper riding clothes. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Traveling. This horse is going to go for a jelly ride. Help prepare him. Draw and color a blanket, shipping boots and a halter on the horse. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity. Train the eye. Can you find which rule is being broken? What will happen if this is not stopped? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
The coach talked all through the night. It was morning by the time he finished by saying,
There. Now you head on back to the stables and seek out the groom. She'll help show you how to groom your horse and you can get some riding in.
Knickers jumped into your pocket and you were so excited about being able to ride, you forgot to ask him about what he forgot he was really talking about.
Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Being safe around horses is absolutely necessary. It would be ill-fated to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 9. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill at the dot on your sheet. Question number 36. When approaching a horse in the pasture, A. Sneak up on him. B. Approach from the behind. C. Approach from the front. D. Approach from the side. Question number 37. When approaching a horse, A. Let him see you. B. Let him hear you. C. Let him know you are not going to chase him. D. All of the above. Question number 38. Horse love, A. Loud noises. B. Fast action. C. Angry voices. D. None of the above. Question number 39. Horses may get scared if you, A. Run. B. Stand still. C. Give him a cookie. D. Leave him alone. Question number 40. To give a horse a treat, A. Use your fingers. B. Throw it at him. C. Use a dish. D. None of the above. You are done the unit. When you are ready, go on to Unit 10.
You head back to the stables where a very short lady was waiting, whistling as she was grooming a horse on the cross ties.
Ah, there you are. It's time to get this horse groomed. The trainer is waiting for you in the riding hall.
She busily danced around this way and that way, and it seemed like she didn't know what she was doing, but she did.
Let's first see if you know what to do.
Then she gave you the following instructions.
Read chapter 10 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Bubble bath. Take the letters in the bubbles and use them in the words below. Each letter can only be used once. Color the bubble in after you use it. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue.
The groom chattered on.
That's fantastic. Now, grab that grooming kit over there and let's get busy.
As you reach for the box, it toppled out of your hands and the contents went flying everywhere. The groom screamed as brushes and hoof picks flew past her head.
I can't believe that didn't hit my eye,
she said as she sat on the floor of the barn and rubbed her eye. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I will clean it up. You promise, as you immediately squat down to pick up all of the grooming supplies.
Organize the grooming supplies by drawing a line to the correct name. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Conditioning. Put these pictures in the proper order of grooming. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Circle the areas that need trimming. If the horse didn't get trimmed, how hairy would he be? Can you make him hairy? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Turnout. Before this horse can go to a show, he will need a bath. Put the pictures in order and describe what is happening in the pictures. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity, Mad Lib Story. Answer these questions before reading the story. 1. Funny name. 2. Nonsense word. 3. Your name. 4. Your favorite sport. 5. A food. 6. A grooming tool. 7. A color. 8. A disliked food. 9. An awful drink. 10. 11. A game. A sound. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Now, let us read the story. Once upon a time, there was a horse named 1, which lived on a ranch named 2. The horse was owned by 3, who loved to go to shows and play 4. In fact, they were going to a show today. That was until 3 looked out the window and saw her horse rolling in 5. 3 ran outside and used the 6 to groom him off, but he was still 7. So he or she got some 8 and mixed it with 9 and scrubbed the pony down. When he was finally clean, the pony said 11. And together they went off to play some 12 before the show.
You saw that the groom was too short to reach one of the grooming totes on a high shelf and offered her some help. Grabbing a stool, you climb up and reach it for her. She quickly walked away, still chattering incessantly about proper grooming. You turned to climb back down the stool, but noticed a dusty letter that was hidden under the tote. It said Gatekeeper Code, and written on the back was,
Now, don't waste any more time. The trainer is a very busy person. Now, off you go to that big indoor arena over there.
She pointed to a grand building. You tuck the letter in your pocket and decide to look at it later.
Make sure you have a proper grooming kit put together and you know how to groom the horse. Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. A well-groomed horse is more comfortable and healthier. It would be unfavorable to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 10. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill out the dot on your sheet. Question number 41. What is it? A. Dandy. B. Curry. C. Hoof pick. D. None of the above. Question number 42. What is it? A. Dandy. B. Curry. C. Hoof pick. D. None of the above. Question number 43. What is it? A. Dandy. B. Curry. C. Hoof pick. D. None of the above. Question number 44. What tool cleans the horse's feet? A. Dandy. B. Curry. C. Hoof pick. D. None of the above. Question number 45. What tool loosens mud and dirt? A. Dandy. B. Curry. C. Hoof pick. D. None of the above. Only 2 units left. When you are ready, go on to Unit 11.
You lead the smart-looking mare over to the riding hall, which was an indoor riding arena. It was elegant in its design, with white walls, wood wainscoting, and large candelabra light. High on the walls were several paintings on every wall and the Academy logo at the end wall. Mirrors decorate the end wall as well. You could easily watch yourself ride.
What took you so long? You kids are all alike nowadays. Never mind, next time you will have to work faster.
The trainer scolded as he approached.
Let's go through some things first.
Read Chapter 11 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. When leading a horse, circle if it is something you should do and put an X over the things you should not do. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Tacking. Good idea or bad idea? Circle 1. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Warm up. Name that thing. Fill in the blank squares with the missing letters to see if you can solve the puzzle. Hint, what should you do with the English stirrups? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Put your thinking cap on. Put these in the order of which they should be done with your horse. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity, Round Pin Words. Follow the letters to spell a word, but which letters start the word? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Practice tying the quick release knot.
When the trainer was done working with you and the horse, you asked if you could ride through the forest trails. He quickly replied,
Heck, no. You gotta learn to ride outside first. Head out to the outdoor arena and do your testing before you're allowed in the woods.
Glancing up at the paintings, you see that the paintings are labeled. For some reason, all of them say the same thing, the gatekeeper, but each had different codes beside them. What do all these paintings mean? You ask the trainer.
I don't know.
He replied,
Best to look them up in the library. That's all I know.
He disappeared out the door and was gone.
Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Horse handling is no easy task, unless you know what you are doing. It would be unsafe to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 11. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill at the dot on your sheet. Question number 46. To turn a horse when leading, always turn to your A right, B left, C doesn't matter, D both. Question number 47. Lead the horse with A lead rope, B a string, C the halter, D saddle. Question number 48. When putting on a halter, be careful of A his eyes, B his ears, C both his eyes and ears, D his tail. Question number 49. Tie the horse with what kind of knot? A double, B no knot, C single, D quick release. Question number 50. When leading the horse, lead with the horse on your A left, B right, C back, D front. Almost done. When you are ready, go on to Unit 12.
Luckily, the weather was clear enough to head over to the outdoor arena. You decide to save the gatekeeper business for later, when you have time to look it up on the computer. The outdoor arena had a perfectly trimmed hedge around it and letters placed every so often. The riding instructor was standing in the middle, arms crossed, tapping his foot and looking at his watch. You best hurry in,
That horse is too fast for you.
he announced. Trying to stand a little taller, you mount up in the saddle. But, I can ride, you say proudly.
Prove it.
Read chapter 12 in the book titled, Horses. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. What are 3 things you should do before mounting? Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Describe how to make your horse walk on. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 2, Aids. Answer the questions. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 3, Etiquette. Match the horsemanship rules on the left to their correct reason on the right. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 4, Practical Activity. Gymkhana is a speed event where horse and riders compete against each other or the clock, to see who is the fastest. There are numerous patterns. Read through the patterns below and see if you can follow the course. On the next page, draw in the patterns. You will need this activity to complete the quest for the gatekeeper in Unit 13. Press the pause button, and when you are ready, press the pause button again to continue. Lesson 5, Quiz. Stop. Riding is safest with a coach, instructor or other expert. It would be catastrophic to continue without testing your knowledge each unit. Do the quiz for Unit 12. It is multiple choice. Choose the best answer and fill at the dot on your sheet. Question number 51. Before mounting, A. Run the stirrups up. B. Loosen the girth. C. Tighten the girth. D. Take the stirrups off. Question number 52. To mount. A. Place your right foot in the left stirrup. B. Place your left foot in the left stirrup. C. Place your left foot in the right stirrup. D. Place your hand in the right stirrup. Question number 53. In the arena, if a rider falls off, A. Everyone must stop. B. That rider must leave the arena. C. Everyone must ride carefully around that rider. D. It does not matter. Question number 54. When you dismount, A. Take your feet out of the stirrups and hop down. B. Loosen the girth. C. Take the reins over the horse's head. D. All of the above. Question number 55. When riding, always wear A. Ski pants. B. A helmet. C. Socks. D. A sweater. Congratulations! You are finished all of the quiz questions. Good job.
After the quiz, the riding instructor looked at you and said,
That's pretty good.
He said,
But are you ready for what's out there?
He pointed to the forest.
There is so much more to learn. Classical horsemanship is the foundation of all riding disciplines. In order to progress with your horse, each horse and rider ride through different levels of progressive training using menage exercises, riding ring exercises. As the horse and rider go up the levels, the tests get harder. The horse and rider move together in harmony, balance and with grace and beauty. It is like horse ballet, but on horseback. The progressive training is called dress-outs. It is done in an arena measured 20 by 40 or 60 meters with letters placed at specific points around the arena. If you wish to learn more, see the International Riding Academy's Dress-Outs Performance Programm für all unsere Informationen, Rules, Tack, Attire and Tips.
He continued on. Be sure to finish reading, finish your quiz sheet, the bonus quests and a presentation. Send it in to the Academy office for grading and your certificate. If you are riding in the Young Rider program, have your coach send in your video and a message about your completion in order to receive your certificate. Best of luck and keep riding. Oh, Before I forget, I have sent a letter for you. Check with the butler for it. Read it and then continue on with Unit 13.